Hey everybody, it's David, the Timeless Runner, coming to you again with another of the short yoga flows that are perfect yoga for seniors, yoga for beginners, hey, yoga for you, yoga for anybody who's got an interest in what yoga is and how it can be of benefit to them and how to incorporate it into their daily lives. So today we're going to do a short yoga flow. I'm going to start up with some stand-up yoga and then get down on this beautiful earth and do some of the poses down there. So I'm going to start with some deep breathing in what's called a mountain pose, where you're going to stand with your feet directly under your shoulders, or you can stand with your feet together, whichever you prefer. I prefer the shoulder width apart. And then we're going to do some breathing. We're going to inhale as we raise our arms up. Going to hold that breath for a count of 2. And then we're going to exhale on the way down. We've got a number of these that we do. Just kind of clear your mind of all the distractions. Focus on the air going into your lungs, bringing the oxygen that you need to do work. And then as we exhale, getting rid of all the toxins that have been accumulated in our muscles and our fibers. As we bring our arms up, let's get up on our toes and stretch up. Kind of stand on our toes for a bit. And then do it again. You want to, this time, open our legs up if you've not already done that. And we're going to grab one wrist with the opposite arm, and we're going to lean forward to that side, bending from the hips, feeling the stretch on our right side as we do this. Slowly bend. Hold it for about 20 seconds. And then we're going to return. We'll switch hands, bend to the other side. Just loosening up the muscles on our side, in this case the left side. And then return. Going to loosen up our hips by doing some hip circles. Just gentle circles, no need to get too extreme. You can increase your range by bending forward and bending back as you do these. And then reverse the direction. Loosening up the spine and the hips. Then I'm going to move on down to what's called a tabletop position, where we're going to look like we are flat on a table. Move into some cat and cow. A cat is where you push your shoulder blades up and arch your back. Like a cat that's a fraidy cat. And then we're going to do the cow, which is raising our head up and dropping our spine. We're going to be working the flexibility in the spine, trying to increase the distance between our vertebrae. So we do the cat and the cow. cow. And one more round of cat. And cow. From here, I'm going to go in and we're going to do a cobra, which is where we lay on the ground. We're going to raise our chest up, again, stretching our spine and holding that pose. And relax. We'll do another one of those. And relax. Come back to the tabletop. On the tabletop, we can go into downward facing dog. So we're going to feel a stretch on the back of our legs. And there's a couple of variations that you can do on this. One that I like to do is to raise my leg up and then start to do some hip circles. Of course, what you do on one side, you want to do on the other. You can go down into your tabletop and move your foot up to do a groin stretch. You'll feel this in your groin on your left side and on your calf on the right. And as always, want to do on one side what we do on the other. Always remember to breathe as you do these. There are variations on there that you can go from there. But again, going back to a basic tabletop, we can do a plank where we kick our legs out. We're going to engage our core muscles. We're going to hold our back as straight as we can for as long as we can. This will take some breathing as you do this. So always remember to breathe and work up to the point where you're basically screaming, "Hey, I can't do this anymore." And then you can just drop your knees down and go back into tabletop. There is another core exercise that is very good. That's back bridges. So we're going to lay with our back on the ground. And we're going to raise our butt up off of the ground. Again, engaging our core to build some core strength, which will help us with our balance. I will usually do about 20 of these. They're pretty easy to start with. And again, remember to breathe as you do these. Another variation on this is the high bridge. You start up like this, a reverse tabletop, and drop your butt down to the ground and raise it back up. And this one you'll feel in your quads. Again, try and keep your core engaged as you do these. It's a good way to stretch out your quads and your hip flexors. This is a high reverse bridge. We're going to roll over back into that tabletop position for one last one. And this is going to be another exercise to build strength in your core. You're going to put the leg out on one side and point forward with the arm on the other. Again, engage your core. As you do this, try to stay as stationary as you can. Feel it in the back of your leg and in your core. And again, we want to reverse the sides as we do this. Good exercise for core strength and balance. I usually count to 10 or 15 on these as I do them. I rarely ever look at a watch when I'm doing any of these poses. And we're going to finish out again with some deep breaths the way we started. Just think about what you've got going ahead for the day, the good head start that you've got on getting to where you're going today, doing what you're doing, and get relaxed. Be thankful for the health that you have, the time that you have, and the friends that you have. And we're going to call it a session today. So we'll see you again real soon. If you like these videos, hey, please click on like. If you want to see them when they first come out, please click on subscribe. Again, it's David, the Timeless Runner. We'll see you soon.